Everybody make noise and scream out. We ain't at the dentist but scream out. And act like you're in pain. Furthermore, act like you're insane. Everybody scream. Oh Lord! I don't know if you know why I'm here, but you need to know that I stand here with a purpose. I came to rock the crowd and make everybody scream out loud.
How's it going, everybody? It's your boy Jose Vega, NPC Physique and Team Max Fit competitor. Now I'm here with Joe Binley, CEO and owner of Athlete Driven Supplement Company.
What's up, guys? Joe, AD, here at Max Fit, enjoying a great open day, kicking some ass.
There you go, man.
Yeah, getting used to this California weather, which I actually brought the rain with me from England, so I think I've depressed everyone enough already.
So where do you hail from us? What part of England?
I kind of have no set base at the moment, you know? Literally, I've been travelling with the brand for over a year, and my calendar's pretty much booked up all of this year, so I'm having a ton of fun, but doing a lot of miles.
Yeah, that's what he was saying earlier, man. He's doing that hotel life, living out of the backpack, you know, cooking in the hotel room and all that good stuff. Now, if you guys know about the Athlete Driven products, they're awesome. They're one of our top sellers here, the Matador. Now tell us a little bit about the insight into the brand and what made you want to develop the company. Let's start with that.
Yeah, so I started the company in 2009. I left university and I was actually recruited to go and be the buyer of the biggest online retailer of sports nutrition companies. I already had formulas written up at this point, which I developed in university and started sourcing products. But I went and worked there for 12 months, just over 12 months, just to get an insight into the industry, and I got some really good contacts from that, which I'm hugely appreciative for. But I was just seeing the same things in the industry going on, the same poor quality, the lack of innovation. I was like, there's just so many holes in products and SKUs that aren't even out there that I want. So I used to be quite an overweight child. It held me back from sports. I was very active and I still played sports, but the weight held me back a little bit. So there was just holes. Like, I've gut issues. I was diagnosed celiac in 2009, so there was a lack of supplementation for gut health, and now we're just starting to recognise gut health. But we developed Ravenous, the digestive aid and gut health product, way back, maybe 4 or 5 years ago, and now this category's just come into prevalence. The same with Matador, the glucose disposal agent. I'm very poor with carbohydrates, my insulin sensitivity is not great, but again, 4 years ago we released this product. This category is now just starting to get recognised. It's actually our best seller from the brand. So, with there being so many gaps, I just thought, you know, I need to get out there and make these niche products. And the great thing about doing things that are unique and in a niche, it allows me to work with other brands. So it's like, I could put Matador, this product, with a weight gain product, I can put it with a carbohydrate product, and work with other brands. Whereas most companies go head to head, who have built the brand and done businesses, let's work with people, you know, and that's something I carry forward now.
Yeah, and you hear that. I mean, there's so many companies out there trying to pop up with their supplements, and you heard it from himself. He's working for the people, not against them, and making them have to buy like 20 different things when you could get it all at once, or just with 2 compounds, you know? And so what's the vision for 2016? Because I know your busy schedule, you got a lot of big expos coming up, and what's the goal right now?
The goal is really to focus on North America. The UK and Europe is pretty much built for us, especially in the UK, we're a household brand. I said that the history of the company is I started this with just a couple of $1,000 7 years ago, and it's snowballed to this, and this is actually just at the point now where I can start making the impact that I want with the vision that I've had for all these years. I have to be very patient, but now I think it's coming to fruition. So what we're doing now is we just hired a vice president at the beginning of the year. We've just taken on another direct sales guy, Alex. We're just hitting accounts and aligning ourselves with key partners such as Max Fit. I mean, the brand's been built on relationships and doing business the correct way and conducting ourselves the right way, releasing high quality products, and that's exactly what we're going to do over here, working direct with retailers and educating customers. I mean, I'm out here now doing this, but this is what I love to do. Like, what have we just done, maybe an hour's Q&A with customers? I mean, that's what it's all about for me. A lot of the companies lose sight of who their customer base is and what it's all about. I never want to lose that. You know, it's about the guys who are in the trenches, training, and what difficulties are they facing? Because I had these difficulties back 10 years ago, 12 years ago when I started out. So I never want to lose the voice for people who are having these difficulties, because you know what, they might have an idea or might raise something that makes me, that provokes a thought for me to go and investigate some research into a new product, you know, and that happens quite frequently.
Wow, I'm really amazed by the way he's coming with all this gold, you know, pouring out of him, and he speaks the truth, you know, he's keeping it real, he's keeping it 100 right here at the Max Fit Mecca, and that's just how he really feels, you know, he has a passion for his product, he wants to help people out, and he wants to deliver, and he's definitely delivering with these A1 top of the line products. What big shows do you have coming up, or expos? Were you going to do like the Golden or the Lou Ferrigno shows, or Arnold Plastics, or anything like that?
We'll just come back from the Arnold Plastic in Ohio. That was 3 weeks ago. Next up for us, the big expo is Body Power, which is the UK version of the Arnold. It lasts for 3 days, and we'll have a booth there, and that's actually my favourite show. You know,
the Arnold?
No, the Body Power Expo.
Yeah.
That's huge for us.
Huge, huh?
Everyone flies over. You know, Jay will be there, Phil Heath, Rich Piat. All the guys come to Body Power. It's a huge expo. But that's where I started out. 2010, I remember I had a table not much bigger than this with 3 products on, and it was so cool. Last year we went and we were with our distributor and we had this big booth. It was just beautiful. But I had customers coming up to me from 2010 saying, "Man, just keep doing what you're doing. I've been buying your products for the last 5 years. Just keep going, and we're staying with you." And that for me just meant a lot, because it happened multiple times. I'm like, these customers have been with me for 5 years, and it's like, that's what it's all about. It's really cool for me.
Oh yeah, and that'll naturally give you the natural bump. You need to keep pursuing your dream because you want to be successful. You have people coming up to you, admiring your products and telling you to continue working hard. And obviously this man puts in the work. Now what keeps that driving you to say, no, we're not done yet, we got to keep pushing? What keeps you going?
I look at my athletes, now I have staff, I have responsibilities. You know, when I was doing it all by myself, it was like, and I don't care for myself and what I get, you know. You see how I am, my mannerisms. I'm the same now as I was when I started out. You know, I'm still doing the miles, driving myself, staying in hotels. It's about providing for my team now. It's about providing quality for customers that they can believe in. They can believe what's in the products, they can get behind the brand, and they don't have any questions when it comes to quality. But it's about providing a base now for my athletes. So how can I facilitate their growth and make their dreams happen? I mean, I live this lifestyle every day of the year. I'm up at 6 AM doing cardio every morning, no matter what country I'm in. I mean, people around me will probably tell you I don't sleep a great deal, but I've done that for 10 years straight. And it's, as long as I'm doing that and keep true to it and still keep the training and keep doing the same things that I've been doing for the last 10 years and treating people correctly, the brand's going to be fine. You know, I don't really worry about that because we always have innovation and new products. I mean, I've sat on probably about 8 new product ideas that the market's not ready for yet because the education's not there. So, I mean, people can copy what we're doing today, but they're not going to be able to forecast what we're going to do tomorrow because they're pretty unique. So, you know, people, this is what this industry's right for. It's for copying. So it's like, let's copy your products, but you can't copy what's going on in here.
Yeah, we definitely know about copycats. We get that a lot here at the Max Fit Mecca, but you know, you always got to be different. You have the people that are loyal to your customers, your fans, and your athletes, and it's like a family. It becomes a family. Like how we have a Team Max Fit here. You know, they have the athlete-driven family, and you can hear that in his voice. He's articulate about it, about the science and all that. So a lot of love and hands up. This guy is not your regular supplement guy that's going to come in here and pump supplements. Like, he lives and breathes for his company. Now tell us about the logo, because that's a badass logo. How was the concept behind it? Like, I really love the logo.
Again, okay, I grew up on a farm. Okay, every time I look at the bottle, it reminds me of where I came from. This is my roots. I used to have a pet bull. I mean, people had pet dogs. I had a pet bull, like 3,000-pound bull. You know, he would come and eat out of your hand. But I grew up on the farm. Like, every time I look at that, it reminds me of where I came from and how hard my parents worked on the farm every day. They didn't have holidays. And it's like, I remember, I mean, I used to be out working on the farm before school. All summer holidays I was working. So every time I look at that, it just makes me think back, and I'm truly lucky to be doing what I'm doing. I'm in an industry which I love and live for. And how hard is work? This isn't work. I'm coming and talking to people about what I'm passionate about. You know, putting out products that are improving people's lives. That's why it's a constant reminder of where I come from and keeps me on track for where I want to be.
Wow, that's a real honest, humbling answer, and I had no idea. I'm glad I asked that question because, you know, the logo's really cool, and to hear that, you know, it's a grassroots, you know, he's a farm boy, and it is what it is. And this time he looks at that bottle, I mean, you got that bull, and he said a pet bull, not a pit bull, not a dog, a real bull, you know.
Yeah, he was a badass.
What was his name?
We've had a few. Chester was the, you know, but like, you wouldn't expect that people would come and see him and like, geez, you've seen the Belgian blue bulls, right?
Those are crazy,
the huge muscles.
They're all ripped.
And like, geez, and they would just come over and eat out of your hand, you know?
Yeah.
It's completely trained, completely friendly. It's like, you know.
Much love to Chester, man. You definitely made this man have a big vision, you know, for the future. And now, I'm sure you're getting approached by a lot of competitors, athletes, and ambassadors. Now, what can they do to be as part of the athlete-driven team?
We're actually very, very picky, and we restrict the amount of athletes and ambassadors that we have on board. And the reason being for that is that some companies will have 100, 200 ambassadors, and nobody knows they're affiliated with the brand. They'll put a few posts up, but there's no recognition there long term. They're not synonymous with the brand. So what we do with athletes is, if I invest in an athlete, like we've got a guy called Sasan Harati out of the UK, he's doing the Chicago Pro, who's going to be a freak. I'm telling you guys here first now, he's going to be one to watch. He'll be an Olympian. And Dominic Cardone doing the New York Pro, again, he's going to surprise people at New York Pro. He's 22 years old.
Wow.
And he's going to be an Olympian for a lot of years to come. We've got Brad Rowe out in Cali. But what I look with, we invest in these guys. So is it important they've got the biggest social media following? Strangely enough, to me, it's not. I look at the quality of content they're putting out on social media. Are they helping people? Are they putting a positive message out? Are they well spoken, and can they articulate and educate? And does the physique have the right look? So a lot of companies don't consider these factors. They'll basically go from social media following, maybe how freaky they look, and it's like, it'll be short term because they'll ride that wave for the year. These guys are hot, 2 years, and then they'll be gone. Whereas we're trying to build something where everyone's got longevity, they can build with the brand, become part of the brand, and they'll be around for 5, 10 years. And not many brands do that right now, you know. And if an athlete's with a brand or an ambassador's with a brand for a long period, and they're consistent with the message they're putting out and supporting this brand for a period of time, then they're generally going to trust it, you know.
Wise words said right here at the Max Fit Mecca. Athlete driven, any future ambassadors or athletes, you guys gonna come correct, you better come correct to this man, because you guys heard what he's looking for. Much love, brother. Thank you for coming all the way down from England. Sky.
Thank you for having me.
We ain't at the dentist, but scream out and act like you're in pain. Furthermore, act like you're insane. Everybody scream, oh Lord.